week like that keep going to comedy shows?
I don't know, man.
Why is that a thing? Like, I'm like, are they planting them in there? Like, are they getting bait and switched? They're like, hey, come to this cuddly, like, little hangout party where everybody loves you. It's a comedy show. Like
you didn't do any research?
You should be half prepared for the comedian to turn and shit on you.
Yeah. Yes,
and
absolutely.
Just be able to, like, keep a grin on your face.
They have kids.
And they just talk
and then
about
they do kid jokes. And I can't stand it, dude. I'm like, some of them are funny, but I'm like, I don't have kids. I understand the majority of people do. But in this economy...
He's doing it again. Is it warm or is it...
It's warm. It's like lukewarm. It's a little thick. Make tea out of a local football team's jockstraps or convince your mom that you're gay.
Easy.
Anthony, Blake, and Dylan, the Cold Slice. Ooh.
Welcome back to the Cold Slice. We're here for another episode. On my left is Anthony, your co-host. On my right is Blake, your other co-host. I nailed that one.
Yeah. You did nail it. That was quick and confident.
Yeah.
You're like a preschool teacher. And left.
And left and right. Anyway. We have a new format we're going to try out.
Just did backwards.
What?
you just did it backwards.
Did I?
I mean, that's your left, but if you're a teacher, right? You got to show the...
That's why, I mean, it's okay. Right. We got it the first time. So we nailed it.
Damn it. Cut that. Cut that, editor. Anyway, whatever. But we're going to have a new format here. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to ask you guys to suggest places that we should review. We can get as in-depth or as not in-depth as you guys want, but we want the places that you guys eat, and we want to go there, and we want to shit on them or not. At the end of February, we will decide who. We are going to pick a winner, I think, in February.
Sure, yeah.
You know, out of all of your suggestions, we're going to pick a handful of them, and we're just going to try them out, and then we're going to rank them sort of close to how we did in our first month, and... that'll be that. So drop your suggestions, and you need to put them in like the Instagram comments. You can DM us at The Cold Slice. That's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit. So drop us some suggestions, drop us some lines. We'll do our best to hit up your guys' spots.
Does it have to be a specific category, or can it just be any?
Nah.
Okay, cool. So it's just any place in this area.
Yeah, I think so.
No chains.
No chains. No chains. That's right. It's got to be local. So I know we have one in the works right now, and it's for a Washougal like gas station or something. Like there's a pizza place in there, and it's like the best pizza ever or whatever. But we'll try that out. But we are no longer coming up for this next month. We are not going to come up with the spots. So if we don't get any spots at all, we're not going anywhere. So... we're just going to do episodes like this.
Real thin and hungry.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's the format change. Thanks for watching. Again, this is the Cold Slice. So let's just jump right into it. In the last episode, we kind of talked about something.
We talked about
New Year's
how
resolutions.
Our New Year's is going. And
yeah. Yeah. And that's, you know, for most of us, I think for all of us, it's going pretty well. I think in this episode, it's going to be pretty casual.
Cash.
We haven't tried out. If you guys haven't figured it out already, we may film these back to back.
May or may not.
May or may not. It depends on the week.
Dylan only has one shirt.
That's
so
right.
So do I. So does Anthony.
Yeah. So we have not gone to any of the food carts that we had mentioned in the last episode. We will get to those. We'll address them. We'll rate them, just like we did the pho. If you guys don't remember, fuck him, won out the last one. I mean, we weren't picking official winners because Pizzeria La Sorrentina never got back to us and kind of deflated our balloon. But yeah, so here we are. What are we doing? The heat's on you guys.
Are we
now.
talking about Epstein?
I think we're talking about them files getting released.
So the Epstein files did get released. That was kind of nuts.
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them, yeah. The flight logs.
I haven't actually like looked at any of it because I don't even know, or like, I don't even know if I'm capable of reading.
I looked at them and I couldn't figure it out. But we did see that Stephen Hawking was on there, which is pretty funny.
Was he or was he? That's what I don't understand. I mean, I'm waiting for somebody to do like a YouTube video on it that
for
can
Fox
explain
News
it
to tell me.
yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah.
We know.
Once Tucker Carlson brings it up and starts talking about it, I'll listen.
Isn't he off Fox News now?
Yeah, I like him even more now.
Yeah. Is he on another platform or
He's a
something?
free man.
He's his own deal now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he still just as much of a shitbag, or is he like...
You're so dumb for saying that. You're so dumb for saying that. You don't know him like I know him.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot.
I forget. I watched him on Theo Vaughn's podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Theo Vaughn is freaking hilarious.
He is
that
funny.
kid's so funny.
I've never seen his stand-up, but he's a hell of an interviewer.
I don't know that maybe you would, but, and I'm not trying to talk shit about comedians, but I wasn't a big fan of one of his last stand-ups, whichever one I saw.
I've never watched his stand-up. I've only listened to him on other people's podcasts because I feel like his whole thing is he's funny because he just thinks of random shit and he's always going somewhere. But I've never seen his stand-up. I don't know if it would translate.
I feel like I just backed myself into a corner here. I like him on his podcast. I think he's hilarious. Mm-hmm. The stand-up was good. I think that he does a podcast better.
He's a great interviewer.
I said it, and I'm going to regret that, I think, maybe later.
And once you meet Theo Vaughn.
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck, dude? No. He doesn't know who I am. He's never going to know who I am. But, yeah, I don't know. It was good, but podcast is better, for sure. But you saw Tucker Carlson on there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't remember exactly what they're talking about. There's something to do with being constrained and having to talk about certain shit when you want to go in a different direction.
Sure. I've seen Tucker Carlson in interviews and stuff, and some of the things he says, you're like, wow, you're a normal person. Like you get it, and you're just, I feel like, and I know we're kind of splitting hairs here, but I feel like a lot of these guys are just spitting out whatever the company is telling them to spit out.
I think that was the whole reason why he quit.
Yeah.
He's tired of pandering.
Yeah.
He wants to talk to the people who really believe it.
Right. Well,
I don't know what he's talking about.
He's way less, what do you call it?
Controversial or what?
Yeah, basically.
Inflammatory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's more the common person.
I think everybody needs to band together and just not watch any more news.
No more mainstream news.
No more mainstream news. It's so bad. It's because either side you watch, you're like, what is...
It's awful.
Nobody's giving you even remotely close to the truth, I feel like.
I know.
This is going to bring in more money and viewers for us.
Exactly. And it's going to piss people off and get their attention.
Yeah. Yeah. And it works too.
Where is the neutral news source?
I don't know. Australia.
I thought it was NPR until I realized that was super left-wing.
That's left-leaning. Yeah,
it's not that one. I don't know if there is one. I mean, maybe somebody could let us know.
It's got to be out there. And in
Rush
fact,
Limbaugh.
Yeah. I listened to a podcast.
Russell Brand does. He talks all politics on YouTube.
Yeah, but he's getting all crazy too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I've only watched a few of them, but I was like, well, at least what's nice is he's putting up the facts and where everything's being pulled from as he talks about it.
Yeah.
Which is something that it's crazy that, he is doing that, yet the national news sources are citing it, and it's like a tweet. And they're
citing themselves. Basically.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that seems illegitimate.
I don't know, are facts even facts? It gets into the whole fake news thing.
Yeah. Is it opinion or is it a fact? That's what it boils down to. And most of these, I think they're opinion. But
I think shit hit the fan as soon as the news started putting tweets in the news. I was like, this is not good.
Totally.
This is...
I listened to a podcast, and I can't remember the name of it, but I love it. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on it, but they talk about tech stuff, so I don't think people would really be... You guys probably wouldn't be that interested, but Darknet Diaries. It's super cool stories about tech stuff. But he was talking about a news source, and I'll have to go back and find it, but it does do neutral views. It does right wing, left wing, and then whatever the other places are called, and then it'll be here's the neutral side of it, and I got to find that again because I was like, that's interesting. I should look that up. But anyway. Yeah, we're kind of going down a rabbit hole here.
The cold slice gets political.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
This is kind of our anti-mission statement.
Yeah, right. This is about pizza. Nope, it's about Epstein.
Yeah, it's still pizza.
We've been waiting.
Mm-hmm. So let's just jump into a game here, I guess. We have a couple of fun ones. We're going to play this or that again, and I think that
people like that one.
People like that one, and I do too. I think we can get a little bit crazy with it.
Yeah, in the past we've gone pretty tame.
Yeah.
We're getting...
Not anymore.
Getting dark and weird.
Shit is going to get weird after a couple questions. So here we go. Let's start out with red wine or white wine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is there an occasion or a setting, or is it just like you had to choose one for the rest of your life?
Yeah, you got to choose one for the rest of your life.
I'm going, well, the part of me that wants to be fancy is going to choose red wine, but I don't like how it stains my teeth. Mm-hmm. And I think white wine is a little bit easier for me if it's bad.
Yeah, it's like hopped up Sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's a lot of variations of red wine, though.
I know.
Yeah.
So, plus, you can actually chill red wine a little bit, too. You just put it in the refrigerator for like, I think 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they say, and it's actually pretty good that way, too.
Yeah. Or you can mix it with Sprite to make a spritzer. That's pretty good.
I've never had that with red wine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just take cheap red wine, from the gas station
Had
or whatever.
a lot of that.
Yeah, that's all I ever get. And you can make a little spritzer. It's good.
I think I'd probably go red, just because, I don't know, because at the same time, like, honestly, I kind of like Chardonnay. I've never had a problem with that. A lot of people, I feel like that of like the white wines, people are like, I hate white wine because they've only had a Chardonnay.
Yeah.
They either really don't like it or they do.
Yeah.
But I think I would go with red just because I feel like there's more options.
Yeah.
Although during summer it would suck.
Yeah,
to be drinking red wine all the time. Like that's the only thing you can drink.
I think I'm going to go with
alcohol-wise
white for the rest of my life because red wine feels like a treat because I used to drink it quite a bit and I loved it and it was good. And then I moved away from it because Jaden only drinks white, and even wine now is just a treat in general. But so Jaden only drinks white. So if we ever have wine in the house, it's going to be a white wine. And it's like easier to get down and like,
Yeah, when I was working at that winery, you guys would come in and use my
tanked.
discount. You're freaking hammered in 35 minutes. I'm like, dude. They come in so I'd get 50% off and free flights as well.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. And they'd come in and they'd get, because conveniently, Jaden liked what just so happened to be like our cheapest bottle of wine, which was like the Pinot Gris.
Yeah.
I think the bottle was like
$25 or something.
$21 or something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
And you get half off.
Yeah, so they're spending $10 on a bottle, basically.
Oh my god!
Plus,
Getting
they're going through a
fucked
flight
up.
before they even have that.
And let's just
I'm
be
pouring
clear.
it. So
yeah. Let's just be clear. A flight of wine is way different than a flight of beer.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, and I don't want to like name the location, but the one that I worked at, like normally when you go to do a flight, like places can be really stingy with it.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, oh, you get 4, or
mouthful.
whatever. And it's like, yeah, it's a tiny bit. Well, we give out 7. And if you're a member, you get 9.
Yeah.
So
If you
because
can make it through 9,
because I worked there, I would give my friends 9
Yeah.
of course, and then be like, what bottle of wine do you want?
Yeah, that shit was crazy, dude. I got through a flight, most of a flight, and I was like, something is up.
Yeah, it was weird. They came like twice, and then they just never came back by.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one time was her birthday, and I was like, happy birthday. And then we brought our whole family, brought all our friends, whatever. And I walked over to you because you were serving, and I had just stood by the bar, and you were like, here's a flight. And I got through most of the flight, and then we had to leave because I was so fucked up. And I was like, happy birthday, babe. And she's like, yeah, whatever. Fucking loser. Like,
Yep.
I'm sorry for getting trashed in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't understand. I kind of want to go back and like work a few shifts again because there was some people that were like full on regulars. They would come down because this place would let you have a flight any day of the week. We were open 7 days a week, and typically that's the other thing too. Yeah, you get one free flight or a free glass of wine,
and you don't even have to be a member. Or
no, that's for being a member.
For being a member, okay.
But a lot of other places, like you're a member there, and you'll get like one free tasting a month.
Yeah.
So we do it any day of the week. It's like we're just like for the degenerates, you know. And so there's so many people that would be in there. I'm like, I know their first, middle, last name, and they're like bellied up to the bar, which we don't even have chairs at the bar. I'm like, dude, you guys don't need to. It's not shots, you know. It's like you want to know where the real like degenerate drinkers are hanging out. It's at a a winery that offers that.
Yeah, no shit.
Because they're just getting freaking hammered and going back to the kids.
If you're going in every day to get a flight of wine, something is up in your life.
I had a guy, and he was one of my favorites, regulars too. Super cool dude, super nice, never had any problems. But I did notice, I was like, I don't know if that's a good goal to have, man. I told him that. He's like, I'm trying to beat the record. I was like, what record? Because I hadn't been there in a few weeks. And he's like, I'm on day 15 right now. He's like, the record's 31. He's like, I'm going to beat it. And I was like, of what? He's like, coming in and having the flight every day. And I was like,
oh my God, what? Why would you do that?
I was like, dude, that is a huge bender you're going on. That is like,
do you get member of the month or something? Like,
well, he's going to get his liver failure.
Yeah.
He's going to get
plaque right on
a real fatty
on his liver.
Yeah. The hospital's going to have to put it on.
He's like just going into the room like, I got it.
I did it.
He's yellow.
Cool, bro. I know this one is going to be it's going to seem like an obvious answer, but cod or salmon?
How is it prepared?
I don't know.
It's no longer an obvious answer.
However, it normally comes
Are we doing
prepared.
fish sticks? Because then it's a clear winner, in my opinion.
Right. Well, that's what makes it hard.
I would choose sushi raw salmon over cod. But if it's cooked, I would choose cod. If it's fried.
Yeah, right. That's why it's hard. Because I would choose, like at Three Peaks, they've got the halibut, and then I think they have cod too, don't they?
If you're cheap.
Yeah, which I am. I like cod. So they basically have like these chicken nuggets that are like, fillets of cod or halibut. And I would prefer that with like the like vinegar or whatever they have on there too.
Which one is actually healthier for you? I don't know. Because
salmon. Wait.
Salmon has like good healthy fats like omega in it or whatever, omega-3 or whatever. But I think a lot of fish have that.
I think cod, if it's not fried, is probably similar. But if it's fried, it's definitely not healthier.
No.
But have you ever had like a nice like piece of cod when they put like the lemon on top of it?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
That's good. Yeah.
It's nice.
If it's
flake
just baked,
comes off.
It's actually maybe even healthier than salmon because it's a white fish.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See?
I don't know.
I'm just talking.
The question's not that easy, is it?
I don't know anything.
I feel like
it's all preference, really.
Ugh.
I would go the fried halibut or cod all day long, dude. Fish and chips.
Well, you said cod, so we have to go off cod. I think I would probably do the cod too. And reason being, my dad went on a fishing trip over to Canada this last summer, and it's like just a huge meat haul. So they came back with an insane amount of fish, and they caught like ling cod and honestly a bunch of halibut too. And it was freaking killer, and I still have some of it in my freezer that I got. Like, he gave me like halibut cheeks, which that shit is expensive. I was like, hell yeah, I'll hold on to that for like a rainy day.
That's cool. I'll let that ruin itself in my freezer.
How do you freeze fish for like forever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Or how about the fish that are like
yeah
floating on their side with their eyes hanging out?
They're ugly little sons of bitches, but they taste good.
It tastes good.
Are they a good fight? Like, did he tell you about?
Yeah, because they come up from the ocean floor. Especially like, when you're out there trying to catch one, he's like, dude, it takes like 30 minutes to bring the damn fish in.
I would definitely say cod in this situation, because the only way I like to eat salmon is smoked. Anything else? Yeah,
wow.
I don't.
I love salmon. I do.
I can't get past it, man. It's like that specific fish has a like distinct flavor that like hits me in
when it's cooked or when it's sushi.
But either way, I don't like it either way. I really don't.
Emmy does not like raw salmon at all. I do. She's like, it is way too fatty. Like,
oh yeah.
It's my favorite. And I was like, oh man, I get one every time with just like the little rice on the bottom and
Jaden,
so
for one of our first dates, I went over to her house and she made salmon for us, and I had not revealed that I didn't like salmon. So she made salmon for us.
That's a fancy thing to make.
Yeah, she was really trying. And so she makes it for us and then doesn't tell me. And I'm a newer fish eater, right? We didn't grow up with it in my house. So in high school, that was the first time I ever had fish. I ate sushi and stuff, and I really enjoyed it. So I never got around to like trying all of the different things that I feel like people have had. So she makes it for me, and I start digging in, and I'm like, it's not bad. It's good. Like, not my favorite, obviously, but she didn't tell me that there were bones in there.
Oh, fuck. That's the worst.
So I'm just eating it. I'm like, whoa. I was like, this is a fucking bone? And she's like, yeah, you didn't know they were going to be in there? And I was like,
out a pine cone.
yeah. I was like, you didn't tell me that? And she's like, no.
People know that.
Yeah, that's what she said, yeah. So, anyway.
Well, to be fair, they can be...
you can buy them boneless.
Yeah, they're deboned, but what do they call it? It's like, God, my brother would kill me. He used to...
Filet?
Do it, yeah, I don't know.
Skeleton.
I don't know, but it's really hard and time consuming to do it.
Yeah. And you can still end up with a bone in there.
Yeah, you'll still end up with maybe one or two, but like you can get it where it's like, it's not. And honestly, paying for that is pretty nice because it's like, it's a lot of work. You're burning more calories trying to get the damn bones out of there sometimes.
Yeah. I get frustrated if there's too many bones.
Yeah. So I'm going cod.
Which, yeah, cod, you don't really get the bones like that, do you?
No.
Huh. Never thought about that.
I've just had so many bad fish and chips.
Oh, really?
It's mainly the breading that ruins it for me.
Yeah, that's what does it.
Like Burgerville is setting too high of a standard.
Burgerville is a trash place to go.
It's so expensive.
It is expensive and not that good. I will stand by that. Like,
I will say
I know
that
what I want.
him getting the halibut fish and chips there or whatever threw me off the first time. I was like, we're at a fast food joint and you're getting
a burger
fish
joint
and chips. And then I got it one time with him, and it was awesome, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
It's just
they were
because
pretty
the
damn
way
good.
that they fry the fish is like super crispy.
Huh.
And everywhere else, when it's more authentic or what, I don't know. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's soft.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that kind of grosses me out too.
But I also don't like if it's too much breading and too crunchy. So.
You know who does good fish and chips? Which, Blake, you wouldn't like him because this is the exact opposite of
Long
what
John
you're-
Silver's.
No. Bowie Brewing
Oh, yeah.
over there in Astoria.
Yeah. Place is good.
I'm sure they probably still do it, but
Yeah.
oh man, yeah, they do. Is black cod? Is that just lean cod?
I don't know.
I don't know, but they have like cod fish and chips there that are fantastic.
Cod or salmon?
I'll go with salmon.
Salmon.
Because I like raw salmon. I like smoked. I like it all.
Yeah. 2 cods and a salmon. Tom Segura or Bert Kreischer?
Tom Segura all day.
Really?
But Haley's favorite comedian is Bert Kreischer. So,
Really?
yeah.
That surprises me.
why?
I don't know. I just
She loves that.
I would have taken her for somebody that wasn't into the dude that takes his shirt off and, is like partying and stuff.
I took her to see Taylor Tomlinson. That's her other favorite comedian. Do you know her?
She sounds familiar. I think I'm picturing her in my head.
She's funny.
She's got a mullet.
No.
No. Never mind.
We saw her at the Arlene Snitzer Hall in Portland. She was super funny.
Uh.
Except there's this drunk girl behind me that was just like
Ruining it.
ruining my whole life.
Uh-huh.
Because first I sat us in the wrong seats, and I was like, dude, these seats are fucking perfect. And we were just like enjoying the show, and then someone comes up to us all like hastily and angry, and they're like, these are our seats. And I was like, no, they're not. They're right here on my ticket. And they're like, yeah. And they point to my own ticket. And they're like, you're in the wrong section. So I was like, God damn.
I hate that. So uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
I did that
I
at
do
a
like
Blazers
triple
game.
checks because I'm like, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. So at a Blazers game, when you get down to like near the court, we had a couple of seats like that. They stop doing sections that are like visible.
Yeah.
So we did that too. And we're with season ticket holders and we're in their seats and they're like, you're in our seats. And we're like,
No,
no, here's our thing. And they're like, you're a section over. And it was still good seats.
A little ego.
Yeah. I was like, you're being a dick right now. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's like,
So, yeah.
joke's on you. You bought season tickets to a team that never wins.
Yeah. Yeah. No shit. Also, as a
You
preseason
just love
buddy.
watching losing.
Yeah.
Dude, my brother and I went to a game. We got our tickets from season tickets holders. We're very grateful for that. But we saw the game with the record for most points scored against any team in the first quarter. And the Blazers sucked that bad.
So it was
insane.
against the Blazers?
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
It was intense. But anyway, so we get up in the middle of the show, it was just disrupting the comedy experience, first of all. So then we go over to our other seats, which are fine. They're the same like row, but it's on the side instead of in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
So I was already like not as stoked, but then there was this drunk person behind me who was I feel like not even there for the comedy. You know how some people you feel like they're there for the jokes, and then some people are there for the character and the person, and
Yes.
they're actually like weirdly supporting all the things that they're saying as a joke.
Yes, 100%.
It was one of those people, the latter. So like anytime Taylor said anything, she was just like, "Woo, yes, girl." Every
woo girl behind
sentence.
you.
You had a woo girl behind
Every
you.
sentence.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And it was like, you're supposed to be thinking that this is ironic.
Right.
Not-
It's a joke.
You're not
That's why
supposed
you're
to be
here.
subscribing to you're being exactly the type of person that she's making fun of. She's like,
Woo, yeah, let's all shave our heads.
wow. So at some point, the people, I'm trying to be polite. I'm just fuming. I'm squeezing Haley's hand so tight. Anyways, so people next to us turn behind and they're like, shh. And then she's like, don't shush me. I'll be as loud as I want to. And then she gets louder, even louder.
Oh, God.
Of course she does.
And then she starts, and then someone like made a comment to her like that was kind of mean. And then she just starts bawling. And now we have someone just crying behind
So she's
us.
hammered.
She's hammered.
Yeah.
So then she has a complete like mental breakdown, panic attack, anxiety fit.
Oh,
Damn, you got
Jesus fuck.
a whole show going on in front and behind you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then so she like leaves very quickly, and I was like, thank fucking God. But I felt bad because she was like actually having like a panic attack. She was like crying and shit.
I don't buy it. You got publicly shamed, and now you're upset about that.
Yeah.
Like,
so then they
fuck
left.
you.
I was really happy about it, but then they came back.
Why do people that are weak like that keep going to comedy shows?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Why is that a thing? Like I'm like, are they planting them in there? Like, are they getting bait and switched? They're like, hey, come to this cuddly like little hangout party where everybody loves you. It's a comedy show. Like
Like you didn't do any research?
you should be half prepared for the comedian to turn and shit on you.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Just be able to like keep a grin on your face.
You just got to know going in that they're just jokes.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like you're trying to make other people laugh. Like, and so
I don't understand that.
No, that's always-
anytime what are the hecklers? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
I'm half convinced that some of them are like planted there to like be able to create a commotion. But I'm like,
Yeah.
if not, like there's really just that many like people out there that, why the fuck are you at a comedy show that's like being marketed, like what the jokes are that this comedian gives, and if you don't, you really just walked in random, like wouldn't you think like you just be like, well, that's kind of fucked up, I don't really like this, I'm gonna turn around and leave because I shouldn't be subjected to this, instead of like all 50 people in here, they all think like I do, they paid money to get in here because we all fucking hate you.
We're only here for fart jokes.
It's like, what, dude?
It's almost like somebody bought them the tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sight unseen. They're like, you're gonna love it. Like, and then as a joke, they, and then they went and they were like, I'm gonna ruin everyone else's time. That always blows my mind too, because whenever I'm in an audience somewhere, I try to be like as unseen as possible.
Yeah.
Like just super respectful and like, this is cool. Thanks. I'm so glad that I paid $60 to sit here and watch you do your thing. Like, what am I gonna my social bar would not allow me to like freak out.
You have
like
a standard
that.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, my thing too is like I paid $60 to watch this comedian or whatever do their thing.
Yeah.
I did not spend $60 to have to talk to somebody I don't know.
Yeah.
Totally.
Exactly.
So it's like-
Exactly.
or even entertain a conversation with somebody I don't know. Like I'm here because I want to do this. And maybe that's just me being antisocial, but like I don't give a fuck about. I didn't pay $60 to you.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Sit down, shut up, don't talk to me,
Yeah.
and
So-
don't get offended by the jokes.
Right.
Exactly. This person comes back and they've like composed themselves. So then they slowly start like bringing themselves back up. They're like sniffling. They're like, woo. Yes, Taylor. Shut the fuck up. She left again. I lost it that time.
Really?
Did you really? No.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You blacked out for a second.
Haley tells me that I went red and I saw red.
You got her to leave again?
She just stopped.
But you yelled at her a second time.
Blake just woke up
I may
in
have
his
said
bed at home. He's like, I don't know what happened.
We enjoyed the show afterwards, I will say.
That's hilarious.
That is funny.
Can't believe
Dude.
she came back for round two. She's like, Taylor,
Dude, I bought tickets to God damn it, why am I drawing blanks today?
Bill Burr.
No, he's a singer and he's like very like the Frank Sinatra kind of our time.
Michael Bublé.
Yes. Sorry, hold on. I bought tickets for 2 friends a couple years ago to Michael Bublé. They were on Groupon, so we were in the nosebleeds, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're sitting there, and like, I like Michael Bublé. You know, I saw the concert; it was very cool. It felt like you were seeing Sinatra because he walks out, the curtains behind him. He starts singing the song, wearing nice clothes, his suit, and then Jesus Christ, the curtains open up behind him, and it's a whole band. Orchestra,
nice.
that kind of thing, right?
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
Very
He's
classy.
singing songs everyone knows.
Yes. Yeah, whatever. And so I'm there with 2 girls that I bought the tickets for because they helped me out. And it was like, you know, this is a gift back to you guys, but I want to go too. Mm-hmm. And so we're pretty drunk up in the nosebleeds. I'm talking like the wall is behind us. Like, these are $20 tickets. And so we're up there and we're like singing the songs and having a good time. And this lady in front of us is like, can you guys stop singing? Like, can you guys knock it off? This is a show. And we were like, collectively, we all probably weren't in the best states of minds to do this. But collectively, we were all like, shut the fuck up. We're like, it's a concert.
We're gonna sing louder.
Yeah, pretty much. We did not stop. We ruined that woman's night, and I apologize. That was my story.
You guys got down there, put your arm around her.
Yeah. I was assuming that level of nosebleeds, you're probably not actually hearing Michael Bublé. They're hearing way more of you and the echo of stars in the sky, stars in the sky.
It was bad.
You know how I feel.
Yeah.
It's just Dylan, how do you feel?
Tell us, Michael. No, I mean, it was still a great show. The acoustics are great. And, but I was just like,
he's just like, woo, are you feeling good? Taylor.
We were just up there having a great fucking time. And these people, like very nice couple, older, they were just trying to have a nice date, you know? They probably don't go out too much and spend money on
never
things.
went out again now.
Probably not,
They were
dude.
looking for a theater show.
He ruined Michael.
Where
for
was he
us.
playing?
Moda Center.
Oh, so it's an arena show.
Yeah.
It's not a theater.
No.
Like, if I would understand if it was a smaller room and like you want to like listen, but
Sure, but this
Moda
was
Center.
You're basically listening to the radio in front of you.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was. Like, you know, he's not probably actually singing anyway. So yeah, so that's my story of like fucking it up for someone else. But
Wow.
yeah, I was a real asshole back then. Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer for you.
Okay, so I'm newer to the Tom Segura gang. Like I knew who he was.
Yeah.
You know, I like him. I think he's funny.
Yeah.
But I liked Bert Kreischer so much that I was like, nah, it's him for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably stick with him. But Tom Segura I've been watching some of his stand up recently, and he's very funny.
Yeah, he is funny. We went and saw him actually he did I'm sure this was like basically charity work, but he went and did a show at Elene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we saw him, and the problem with that venue is like you're in chairs, you're not on bleachers, there's no risers, like so if someone's taller than you or whatever, you're just in a regular ass chair. So it kind of sucked a little bit, but and then what was a bummer for me, and maybe you know what, I had a couple drinks, so maybe this isn't accurate, but the problem for me was like I had habitually and ritually listened to like all of his podcasts, the one with his wife, the one with Bert, and I felt like I had heard most of those throughout the podcast.
I see.
That's kind of what I would assume with like Theo Von too. It's like because you hear a lot of his jokes. Did you guys side note here? Side note.
Okay.
Did you guys hear that? And hopefully I'm not late. Like hopefully this wasn't last week. That the lead singer of Creed was going to A&A.
Oh my God,
Scott
I did see
Stapp.
that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is that this weekend?
The voice of Creed.
Is that this weekend or next weekend or last weekend?
I think it's the 15th or maybe the
Scott
20th.
Stapp, hell yeah.
Because I definitely want to go to that. I think that we should all
Really?
go.
Should we look at how much tickets are?
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what's funny? So my wife, Emmy's mom was the one who's like, "Do you see this?" Because I'm always getting drunk and singing Creed. She's like, "We should go." I was like, "Hell yeah!"
You know he's religious, right? Like Creed is a religious band.
Yeah, I know that.
If we get there and buy tickets and he starts singing about God, I'm going to walk away.
Well, is he doing his solo stuff or is he doing his
gonna-
Creed stuff?
No, it's not Creed stuff.
It's not. It's gonna be him.
Okay.
So I
I
mean,
wonder what he's going to sing about.
I'm a little on the fence.
I'm gonna
I
show
don't
up.
know.
I'm gonna show up with arms wide open.
Yeah. Just be
grab
that guy.
myself a beer and
Sing higher.
hey, do the one where you're close to the edge.
6 feet, maybe?
Yeah, do the one where you're 6 feet.
Are you falling?
Did he say it yet?
Yeah, I love Tom Segura, and I think I'm just burnt out on him a little bit. But, he got skinny and he got less relatable. So that's kind of a bummer for me, too.
Not for long, dude.
Maybe when you lose your weight, you're going to relate again.
Mm-hmm. He strikes me as like a rich guy now, and I don't vibe with that at all. Like, Bert Kreischer, on the other hand, ruining his liver, having a good time.
He's sober
I vibe
now,
with
though.
that a lot. Well, he was.
Is he not anymore?
Is he still?
Yeah, he switched to only weed and no alcohol. I don't know if he's still doing that.
I think he was only doing it for a certain amount of time.
Oh,
I don't know if that time's up yet, though.
I don't know yet.
I don't know. But I love Bert Kreischer, and I love, comedians do this thing, and I don't particularly enjoy it because I can't relate to it either. So it's probably just me problems. But they do this thing where, they've got this whole career, and it's just built around a couple of good jokes they had, whatever. And then all of a sudden, they have kids,
And then they just talk
and then
about
they
the
do
kids.
kid jokes, and I can't
yeah.
stand it, dude. I'm like, some of them are funny, but I'm like, I don't have kids. I understand the majority of people do, but in this economy, come on.
People always talk about their kids.
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel like it's a cop out a little bit, and I'm like kind of over it. So that's why I like Bill Burr, because.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose one, I
Do
would
you
say
think
Bert Kreischer.
because Bill Burr talks about his kid a little bit, but not really.
Not really. He talks about hating women a lot.
Yeah.
Not really, but
Yeah.
it's a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say him coming to Moda Center last year and not getting tickets to that was
A
the
real
worst
bummer.
decision I ever made.
Agreed.
So I wanted to go to that so bad.
I know. We should have just pulled the trigger on that.
They were at one point they were only like $60.
I know,
And
but
was
then they
like,
shoot
Are you
up.
shitting me?
Yeah.
I know, but I was like, if I would have bought it then,
Yeah.
$60 ticket to Bill Burr and would have jumped up to, because I think it was like $200 or something, 300 almost by the time he was getting ready to actually come into town.
You know what else you missed out on? Matchbox 20.
Yeah, I know.
That was a fucking great concert.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's going to haunt me forever. Hopefully they come back.
They always do every
Colton
year.
said they were doing too much of their new shit.
Colton?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, yeah. They did do a lot of their new shit, and I was like, play She's So Mean. Just on repeat. Okay, moving on.
I love that song.
Here's where we get interesting. Pick up a homeless person's poop with your hand or eat your dog's poop.
Do I have to swallow it?
Is it
Yeah,
barehanded?
you gotta swallow it.
Right
You gotta
from
chew it too.
Do I have to put my teeth on it?
Yeah.
Is it barehanded?
Yeah.
Is the dog poo like a hefty
like-
amount?
I mean,
I think I'm still.
about as much as a homeless person's poop.
I would
think
put it
I'm
in my mouth, but I wouldn't want to swallow it.
You have to.
I'm gonna.
You gotta eat it.
You know what? I know exactly what my dog eats for the most part. Mm-hmm. He's fed pretty well. I'm eating my dog's shit.
Yeah.
I'm picking up the homeless person's shit.
I'm
With
not
your
touching this.
hand?
There's probably
With
gonna
your
be
hand,
like
you can
a,
wash your hand.
there's probably gonna be like a needle in there.
What if you have cuts?
And
And then you gotta
Right.
live with that. Oh, you know what? I'm probably going with you. I don't think I could get it down. The dog's
I wouldn't
poop.
want to chew it.
Yeah.
I could put a dry piece of poop in my mouth, no problem. But
I
not
couldn't do that.
fresh.
This is just a theoretical. There's no way I could eat it. But like, if given the opportunity between that and picking up, I would get down with a fork and knife cut
And a
that
candle
into
right in front of
pieces,
you.
Put a candle down, and I would eat my dog shit and watch you guys pick up a homeless man's poop. I'm not doing that. Not getting any help or sympathy from me.
Worst part about
I'll eat my own dog
in Washington,
shit.
it rains so much, it's going to be wet shit.
yeah.
Not if I'm right behind that dog.
Like whatever that movie is where it's like, oh, Human Centipede.
Oh,
You're like,
God.
Fuck. No.
Okay. Next question.
Make Anthony throw up again.
Like how
Before you-
bass catch their prey. Have someone's cup of saliva poured into your mouth or make $10 an hour for the rest of your life.
I'll make $10 an hour for the rest of my life.
Fuck, that would be hard.
don't go into detail on this one. He did that to be a dick.
You can't live on $10 an hour, though.
Right, I know.
Pick up a side gig.
You can't. You can only make $10 an hour for the rest of your life. That's it. That's all you
only
make.
have to do it once.
You only got to do it once.
He's doing it again. Is it warm or is it?
It's warm. It's like lukewarm. It's a little thick. Or you get to make $10. That's $80 a day for the rest of your life, dude.
No. Wait, do I have to do anything though?
What do you mean?
Like, can I just
you got to do shit. You can't just sit
$10 an hour?
around. No. You got to work like
work?
your regular job. Yeah.
I mean, I'll drink the saliva.
Yeah.
And I'll fucking puke everywhere. But I'm not gonna.
Is it your own saliva?
No, it's someone else's.
Oh my god! The other day, so Manny, he's got this. That's our corgi. He's got this problem where. Oh god, I'm gonna make myself puke down the street.
Yeah, it's really gross.
He's got this problem where he can't drink water. Like we have to monitor how much water we give him because he drinks like he's just never gonna get water again. So like he won't stop and he'll drink it and then he'll cause himself to throw up. But he just throws up like frothy, like.
Oh no!
The other day,
He's serious over here. He's not just doing this as an act. He can't take the saliva.
He did it, and I almost stepped in it. I was gonna fucking puke, and I was like, baby. Shit. I was like, you gotta, and I'm just like facing the wall. I was like, you gotta get that out. You gotta get that out of here now. It's so bad. She's laughing her ass off. I'm like,
your foot's like stuck in it. It's like
Nala does that too. She'll just randomly throw up.
Fucking gross, dude.
Just this frothy ass.
gross, dude. Okay, so what?
She calls it a frothy.
So you're just gonna drink the cup of saliva?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to actually finish it because it'll.
Yeah, you do. Come on. That's the
Swallow it.
all the way down to the bottom, baby.
Swallow it.
It's that or $10 a
How big is the cup?
I can't
I
be
like a measurement
$10 a day.
Just
Can I
a
choose
cup,
where I live
like-
and still make $10 a day?
Sure, but can you afford it?
I think it's just how your life is right
what
now.
if I
$10
go
a day.
somewhere what if I go somewhere like really cheap where $10 a day is pretty decent?
Like, I don't know. Like
I don't know where that is.
Guatemala or something?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
You
what
have
the
to
US
work
dollar
you
looks
have to
like.
work a job there.
Yeah, but if I'm making $10 a day, then a dollar
Working a
can,
job.
like-
You have to work a job.
The conversion rate could be good though.
but if the conversion rate's okay, then I'm still rich and I'm working a job. Like that's not too bad of a deal.
Yeah, I guess.
And I never have
Trying
to
to find a loophole.
That's saliva.
I'm for sure.
I think I do with the saliva because I like the states. I want to stay over here.
Saliva. Can't live on $10 a day.
Yeah, you have to. You don't have a choice.
I buy too much shit.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, maybe if Jaden made more money, I'd be like, yeah, $10 a day, great.
Yeah.
I'll be a stay-at-home dad or
Keep me
something.
relevant.
Yeah, I'll just do this all the time. There's nowhere in here that says that she can't collect the funds off of this podcast. Oh God. All right, make tea out of a local football team's jock straps, or convince your mom that you're gay.
Easy. They've been.
I'll do the second one.
They've been telling me the line every day since I've been like 12. Like, it doesn't matter who you love, honey. Like, it's okay. And I'm like, I like girls, Mom.
I'm 12.
But if you didn't, like, it's okay, buddy. I'm like, well.
Maybe I do. Oh God. So you're going to convince them you're gay?
Sure. Like, they already think that.
It's like I've already done a bang up job of that. I'd probably do the same thing. I'm not going to drink jockstrap tea. Like, I don't give a shit if my mom thinks I'm gay. Why the fuck would I
Just
care?
for the rest
I'm
of-
married to a woman. I don't care.
But 10 years down the road, she's like, are you still married to Amy? And you're like, yeah. She's like, are you happy?
Is it a cover up?
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't care.
She's like, that's been the longest beard that you've ever grown ever.
Yeah, greatest beard of my life.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I think I would, I don't know. I just wouldn't, I don't know if I would be like, I don't know if I would want to deal with that for the rest of my life.
Does your mom hate gay people?
No, no, not at all. No, not at all.
Who cares?
But my mom, dude, I don't know. I know you guys don't think I'm that funny, but like, I've built up this like shell that has allowed me to be funny because my parents are so like they'll just get you for everything. You know what I mean? So like, that's why I've always been like quick and like I've always had ammunition stored on just everybody. So it's like adding that to the list. I don't think I could do it. Like I've lived my entire life just trying to take shit off of that list. So I don't
just walking around and be like,
They're like, hey, we got you another Batman robe.
Yeah, exactly.
You fucking nerd.
Batman cock ring.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think I'm drinking jockstrap tea. I think I got to do it. I mean, how bad could it be?
It's probably pretty fucking foul.
Boiled
Just
in
hot
water?
It's probably fine.
Probably a little musky taste, you know, whatever. It's probably not the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth.
I don't think it'd be that bad.
Probably not. I wouldn't drink it all the time, but, you know.
Sounds disgusting.
Yeah. Worse than saliva?
No.
No.
Saliva's way worse. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all the time we got. I know we filled it with bullshit, and we loved every second of it. It was the only time we ever get to hang out. So thank you for watching. Please share our videos. You can find us, if you haven't already found us, our links are in the description. Our links are on our bios, but it's always going to be the Cold Slice. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Patreon. But for real, please share our videos everywhere you go. Basically, you know, we are still growing. We still have people in Australia. We did pick up a new state. I can't remember which one anymore. But
Alaska or Hawaii?
No. Oh, Alaska.
Alaska.
That's what it was.
Cool.
Yeah. I think we have 2 people there that listen. I don't know who the fuck that would be.
I don't either.
Alaska? No? Mm-mm. Me neither. So I don't know who went there, but, you know, or who listens there, but thank you. And thank you to everyone else who listens. We love you guys. This has been the Cold Slice.
Give us suggestions.
Oh, yeah. Give us suggestions. We need that for February. If you have a food place you want to eat or you want us to review, let us know. We will do that in February. We do have to pick. We're probably going to stop at 5, maybe.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's not that long.
We still have to be able to afford to live through the month, too.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, give us suggestions. Thank you for watching the Cold Slice.